Hi, I am Sarah Lemire. I am your student's teacher for ethnic studies. You might be wondering, what is my student getting themselves into? Well, I'm taking time to build you a little movie here to tell you what ethnic studies is all about, what topics your student will be exploring during our time together. And then I want to show you our Canvas course so that you're familiar with how to navigate this course and be able to learn maybe with your student. So ethnic studies is a project-based exploration shaped by those who are in the classroom. It humanizes and liberates, as well as empowers our students by honoring histories and multiple perspectives of historically underrepresented races and ethnicities and cultures. We do so to be able to critically analyze systems of oppression while promoting solidarity and inspiring our youth to be resistant, to be resilient, and to be active for social change in the future. Ethnic studies, as it says there in the very beginning, is shaped by students in the classroom. So one of the things that we do is we actually co-design the course. And so every year, ethnic studies changes a little bit to reflect who's in the class and what they want to learn. We have 4 primary units that we touch on over the course together. We start with community and identity. We talk about liberation. We look at case studies for resistance strategies and ways that communities both heal and thrive. In our third unit, we look at critical race theory, and we use the critical race theory lens to examine power, privilege, and oppression. And towards the end of our journey together, we take a look at community-based action strategies. And we'll be looking at some Portland-based organizations as well as some movements that are going on right in our very own Ida B. Wells Barnett High School. So let us go ahead, and I'm going to pop over to this tab. And this is our Canvas page here. On my home page, you and your student will be able to find links to our agreements and class policies. I'll go over that more in depth, our syllabi. They're also able to make appointments with me one-on-one, and I want to also encourage you as family members, if you would like to connect via Zoom, that's great. I'm most responsive to email since my landline is in the school and I only get messages every now and again. But feel free to either email or set up a time that we can chat on a Google Meet. So I utilize modules to disseminate information, and so our modules are structured by week so that the students are able to see both synchronous and asynchronous activities and how they relate and support each other. Let's take a look at this document here. This is our protocols and agreement, and I will be sending out a copy of this to you in the parent letter. But let me click off that. We have some community agreements. We're doing some heavy lifting. It can be emotional at times. And so it's important for us to be grounded in agreements as a community because we are really having a shared learning experience. In this protocols and agreements document, you'll notice that I actually have it organized by Canvas menu option. So you're able to see what occurs in each of those Canvas sections. And your student does as well. I know that attendance can be frustrating at times for both students and guardians, and so our attendance protocols for async is a form that the student will complete when they're done with their async assignment, and it gives me a little bit of insights into what their learning gains were. Also gives me some insights on where questions still are, and so we'll be using that feedback to be an opener into our synchronous sessions, making sure that the concepts clear for students while they were in an independent learning condition. So as I mentioned, my modules are named by week, and you'll notice as it was over here, there will be a slide deck that will have the same title. The slide deck has all of the content and activities and resources embedded in it so that it's congruent for the students to see the relationship of the sync and async work. We do a lot of collaboration and discussion. This is actually a seminar style class, so it's very interesting to do a seminar style class online. We had our first day today and it was awesome. So I think the students are gonna rock it. But seminar style classes are a little bit different and not very typical for a high school setting. It really sort of, it's a very intimate setting where it's dialogue. We have a lot of discussion. It's very driven by student inquiry and student interest. And so students will be doing research and sharing their findings to their classmates. So again, that's one of the reasons why we have our agreements, is because we are really responsible to each other to grow as a group, as a community. As for assignments, I will be using Canvas to post all assignments and activities. You can expect that the most up-to-date grade for your student will be on Canvas. I will export that data over to Synergy every 2 weeks. So Canvas is essentially our system for reporting grades through like report cards or transcripts to schools. Canvas is our live learning management system, and so that will be in real time where students are at with regard to proficiency on the different activities. Let's take a look at the syllabus. So this is our syllabus, and it goes over a lot of what we have already talked about. A brief description of the course, our units. There is a section here on required materials, and I want to let you know that any readings that we do will be provided through Canvas. We'll also listen to some podcasts. I encourage folks to get audiobooks if they want to get off the screen. Sora is an app that partners with Multnomah County Library and allows you to download a number of audiobooks for free. Awesome. There's a couple other sort of nuts and bolts in there that discusses like late work policy and the grading, which I've already gone over with you. This document is a little bit more detailed on how we go about things. Let me see. I want to go back over here really quick to our page. I just had a couple more things I wanted to show you. The other thing I wanted to show you is this weekly overview. I have a weekly overview embedded in our landing page. This gives students a chance to get kind of a snapshot of what lies ahead with the week, and then again the relationship between synchronous and asynchronous. There's also on our landing page is a work schedule there. I want to show you one other thing. The students have an option to have the content in the page read to them. It will show up on their page. There will be a little speaker right there. And that is an accessibility feature that I'm really a big fan of, especially with how much screen time that we have going on. The other resource I want to show you is this is a Chrome extension that you can add as well, which will take your document and essentially translate it into whatever language you prefer. So you would simply use this Chrome extension, hit translate page, and then it gives you the option of what language you would like to have it translated into. So this is another really great feature, and kind of like some benefits of an unintended benefit of the digital era. So anyway, those are a couple great resources for families. Anyway, I just encourage you to reach out to me. Happy to jump on a Google Meet or a Zoom with you. Email is definitely the way to get a hold of me. Again, I'll show you my email address. That's slemire@pps.net. Anyway, I look forward to being engaged with you and your student on this learning journey. So you take care. Have a wonderful night or day, I guess. Yeah, you could be watching this in the day. Just have a good one.